A live TV clash, a shocking insult, and a truth that silenced millions. Why did Karoline Leavitt call Ibrahim Traoré boy? Stay until the end. The moment will shake you. The New York City studio pulses under bright lights, cameras rolling for a live political panel watched by millions. Karoline Leavitt, former Trump spokesperson, sits rigid, voice sharp. Across the glass table, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso's leader, speaks calmly on African sovereignty. The debate, meant to be diplomatic, turns tense when Traoré challenges U.S. actions in West Africa. Karoline leans forward, finger jabbing, voice cutting. "Sit down, boy." The studio freezes. The host's jaw drops. Viewers gasp, social media igniting. Traoré doesn't flinch. His eyes lock on hers, deep, unyielding, as if seeing centuries of pain. What he does next stuns the world. Traoré rises, not in rage, but with a soldier's quiet strength. He steps to the stage's edge, facing the stunned audience. "I come from a place where boys become men before they dream," he says softly. "You call me boy, Karoline, but where I'm from, boys carry nations. They fight so others eat, lead because no one else will." Karoline's smirk fades, her eyes uneasy. An elderly black woman in the front row wipes a tear. This isn't a debate, it's truth piercing the air. Traoré's voice lowers, almost confiding. "I buried my father under open sky, killed in a coup backed by foreign powers." He glances at Karoline, who shifts nervously. "So when you say sit down, boy, do you mean the boy whose village burned? The boy who studied by candlelight because colonialism left us dark?" A U.S. veteran panelist, Colonel Jacob Whitmore, places a hand over his heart. "You don't have to like me," Traoré says, "but you won't erase me." A single clap echoes, then a wave of applause. The audience stands, not in pity, but awe. Karoline looks small, her control slipping. Traoré continues, eyes wet but steady. "I'm a soldier, but my mother raised me. She sold firewood, walked miles in worn sandals to feed me, hid her hunger so I wouldn't feel mine." A young girl in the audience whispers, "He sounds like my dad." Traoré faces Karoline. "You didn't say sit down. My mother said stand up, even when it hurts. Your insult isn't to me, it's to every mother carrying a nation." Silence falls, sacred. Karoline snaps, desperate. "Are we pretending he's a saint now?" The crowd recoils. A black student stands, voice cracking. "No, you apologize for cruelty." Traoré, calm, says, "It's not about sainthood, it's humanity." Karoline stammers, "This is America, we disagree." Traoré replies, "Disagreement builds, disrespect kills." Applause swells, slow, like a hymn. Karoline laughs nervously. "This is emotional theater." The host removes his earpiece, voice firm. "Karoline, you made this moment." It spoke back. She slams her cards down, storms off, heels echoing like gunfire. A whisper ripples. She couldn't face the truth. Traoré pulls a creased letter from his pocket. "My brother wrote this before he died protesting for food," he says. He said, "Big brother, don't let them forget why." He holds it up. "I won't sit down. I carry those forced to kneel." The studio stills, crew frozen, a control room tech crying. The host asks, "What do you say to America?" Traoré looks into the camera. "You don't need to know Burkina Faso to know dignity, just what it's like to be unseen. I don't want pity. I want eyes that see." A camera operator steps forward, shakes Traoré's hand, whispering, "You showed me honor." A black woman in the audience stands. "My son died in Afghanistan, called boy in uniform. You made him stand again." She adds, "America needs you, not loudmouths." The crowd rises, tears flowing. An elderly Vietnam veteran speaks, cane trembling. "I've never seen such grace after disrespect. America owes you respect." Traoré shakes his hand, two soldiers bound by truth. The host announces a video guest, the Chicago girl Traoré mentioned, waving a paper flag of Burkina Faso and America. "You said I was brave," she beams. "Tonight, you were braver." Traoré's eyes glisten. "You're my strength, the future I fight for." She replies, "Next time someone says, 'Sit down, boy,' I'll say, 'Stand like Traoré.'" The room melts, the host whispering, "My daughter's her age." Hours later, in his DC hotel, Traoré finds a letter from the National Civil Rights Museum. "Your words belong in our exhibit, Dignity Under Fire." He whispers, "Not for me, for them." Crowds gather outside holding signs. "Thank you, Traoré." A week later, Karoline returns to the studio, alone, handing a note for Traoré. At a press conference, he reads it. "I said, 'Sit down, boy.' You stood taller than anyone. I was wrong. I hope my daughter learns your strength, not my ignorance." Traoré replies, "Healing isn't silence, it's courage." She showed some. Critics now call him the man who made America listen. The studio keeps an empty chair on set, unlabeled, a silent tribute to dignity. At the UN, Traoré holds up the girl's handmade US flag. "A child believed I stood for good. That's worth more than medals." He faces the camera. "America, don't clap, change." From an insult to a reckoning, Traoré proves strength isn't loud, it's unshakable. The world awakened rises.